Hey folks, this is Vince with Dad's Gaming Addiction, and today we're going to quickly check out Drop Dutchy. This is a game that you can find on Steam for about 15 bucks or so. There's no early access. This is a finished game, and it shows. It's pretty good despite its simplistic way of playing. It's nice to look at. I didn't encounter any bugs. It's pretty enjoyable. There are different difficulty settings, and you'll be unlocking more as you play. There's a tutorial, there are trial runs that you can go on as well. Again, a lot of this content is unlocked. These card roguelite games typically play that way. And I have to stress roguelite in the sense that you'll be unlocking new content, new cards as you play. There's no skill trees like in, say, Gunfire Reborn or whatever. There's none of that. But you'll be unlocking more cards by completing these challenges. And by completing a challenge, you unlock these crowns. And there's a huge, progression tree that you'll see. And these cards typically unlock more powerful abilities that will help you out in your next run. And these cards aren't available to you right away. You're building your deck as you go. So you'll be unlocking more content that you'll possibly see in your future runs that will definitely help you out because they're pretty decent at what they do. So, what is this game all about? Well, it's Tetris, kind of, sort of. It's got the familiar flavor of Tetris, but it also has that familiar flavor of, say, Slay the Spire or other roguelite card games, in the sense that you've got this ever-branching tree that you're navigating down, and you have to choose, oh, do I want to do combat now? By choosing this one, do I want to go to the merchant on this choice? It's all very similar. You even choose a unique starting faction, and they have their own starting deck. And again, this is no people playing roguelites. I mean, this is going to be familiar to you, and that's kind of a good thing because the Tetris is what really sets it apart. So you're usually given one of 2 or 3 places to go to, and he even stresses peaceful region because there are times where you'll be battling the enemy, but we'll get to the battling part of it in a little bit. So you choose your buildings for your starting deck, and you can unlock more slots for your deck by spending food. And you earn resources in this game by completing rows. But unlike Tetris, the rows do not disappear. The rows do not disappear. So you are kind of up against your efficient nature, as it were, to make sure that you can fit all the tiles in before you reach the top of the grid. So you kind of have to be efficient. But you'll come across buildings that should be strategically placed, like the farm. You want it next to plains tiles so they can turn into farms. Farmland, like wheat fields, and certain buildings will benefit from that. So, and doing these things, you're earning gold, you're earning wood, you're earning food, and these are the 3 resources that you need to make sure that you can continue your run successfully by buying new cards or whatnot. Speaking of getting new cards, after every encounter, typically you're given the option to choose one of 3 cards. Each of them have their own way of synergizing with the environment. You know, this building likes plain tiles, so put it next to plain tiles. This building over here likes forest tiles, put it next to forest tiles, and so on, so on. So you kind of have to read the description of each card to see where these Tetromino buildings should be going in your grid in order to maximize. And there is one reserve slot, so if you don't like a Tetromino piece that's falling, you can reserve it, switch it out for whatever's in there, or, go on to the next piece. So, there are ways to mitigate bad RNG in terms of Tetromino piece spawning, but yeah, I really like that. Now, as far as the combat is concerned, whenever you choose a location that has enemies on it, the enemy buildings will be shuffled into your deck along with your own cards. So you have to put them in places that are bad for them. So if this enemy military building wants plain tiles, put it in the forest so it doesn't get more bonus armies. Because at the end of that mission or the end of that level, you're going to be doing battle with the blue numbers that are yours on the Tetramino board with the red numbers that are on the Tetramino boards. And there's even 3 different military types. There's arrows, there's axes, there's swords. It's a rock, paper, scissors kind of thing. And you get to choose in what order they resolve. So it's kind of like you have to create a chain and you pick who goes first, who goes second, blah, blah, blah. So it's off to the left, you'll see combat rules. Pause if you want to see that in greater detail. So there is a little bit of combat in this as well. But ultimately, it's got the Tetris in there. It's got the standard roguelite formula. So all in all, yes, I do recommend this game. Again, it's going to be a little bit of a grind unlocking all those cards, but that's what'll keep you playing, right? So yeah, check this game out. Drop Dutchy. This is Vince. Thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next time. Take care.